We say we want freedom, freedom from systems, from expectations, from the eyes that watch and judge. But when the world finally goes quiet, when no one is telling us what to do, we begin to hear a deeper sound, the sound of our own solitude. Freedom, it turns out, has a hidden cost. The philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre wrote that man is condemned to be free. Condemned because freedom is not the luxury we imagine it to be, it's a weight. To be free means that nothing outside yourself can tell you who to be. There is no script, no guidebook, no one else who can define your life for you. You are the author now, and that responsibility to invent yourself, to decide your values, to create meaning in a world that offers none, is terrifying. Sartre called this feeling anguish, the realization that there are no rules except the ones we choose. It's why freedom often feels like vertigo. You look down from the cliff of your own choices and realize there's no ground beneath you. That's when loneliness hits. Not just the absence of people, but the stark reality that only you can live your life. You can be surrounded by others, even love them, but the choices, the meaning, the path, they are yours alone. For many, that loneliness is unbearable. So we return to the crowd. We follow, we imitate, we belong. We trade the terror of freedom for the comfort of direction. But some people, the rare few, decide to stay in the wilderness. Nietzsche called them free spirits, those who wander away from the herd, not because they dislike others, but because they hear a quieter voice calling them forward. He warned that the path to becoming yourself is not filled with applause. It's filled with silence, exile, and misunderstanding. The higher we soar, he wrote, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. To create your own values is to live without guarantees. It means walking through long deserts of doubt and solitude, but also discovering a kind of power that only grows in silence. That's why Nietzsche admired solitude, not as an escape, but as transformation. He saw it as a forge, a place where the noise of the world burns away and the individual begins to shape themselves into something original. Sartre and Nietzsche never met, but together they describe the paradox of freedom, that to truly be yourself, you must first lose the comfort of belonging. Loneliness is the shadow side of individuality, but it's also the birthplace of authenticity, because in solitude we stop performing. We stop trying to be what others expect. We begin to see which thoughts are actually our own. Most people are afraid of the silence. They fill it with noise, anything to avoid meeting themselves. But if you can sit in that emptiness long enough, you start to realize that it isn't emptiness at all. It's space. Space to build, to imagine, to become. Freedom strips away the illusion of guidance, and what remains is raw possibility. The loneliness you feel is not proof that you're lost. It's proof that you've stepped beyond imitation. To be alone without feeling lonely, that might be the rarest kind of peace. When solitude ceases to punish and starts to nourish, you're no longer escaping the world. You're meeting yourself within it. Freedom isn't loud or wild. It's quiet, steady, self-contained. When being alone feels full instead of empty, you've crossed the threshold from loneliness into liberty.